Hey guys, how you doing? It's Fernando here today. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. I just wanted to check out a video. It's my favorite little locale over here, DSP Gaming. He actually has an opinion on the GTA 6 trailer. Now he's treading on my territory as it relates to gaming, because this is where I usually cover most of my stuff: GTA, GTA 5, GTA 5 Online, and now the upcoming GTA 6. So he had a reaction, sort of opinion, more likely. More, it's more said it's an opinion, but it's not a really good one. But let's go ahead and hear him out, see what he has to say.
The GTA 6 trailer isn't much of a trailer at all. It's 90 seconds long.
Yeah, it's a
Um,
teaser trailer.
but actually, if you compare that with the other reveals that Rockstar has done for games like GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, it's right on par. Usually, their initial reveals are very, very short. Okay? What they're meant to be is a taste, just a taste of what the game is supposed to be. So,
Yeah, it's called a teaser. Do you not know what a teaser is? Have you not looked one up in look up the word in the dictionary? It's supposed to be just a sampling, a taste, just a preview, a real quick preview, not even a real like full blown preview of what you're expecting to see. And this is in line with not just GTA 5, and this is in line with all Rockstar games really since they've been doing this kind of reveals. GTA 4 was the exact same thing, like 90 seconds. GTA 5, same thing. RDR 2, same thing. So I don't know why he's like trailer when that's what it is. It's a teaser trailer. You're supposed to just get a quick peek at what they're working on. That's what a teaser trailer is supposed to be.
from this 90 seconds, what do we see? We see Miami Beach. We see Miami in general. We see the locations from Grand Theft Auto Vice City now rendered in 2023 graphics, right?
Very good
Beautiful
graphics, by the way.
cars, you know, awesome sun and sunlight, beaches, people dancing, partying on the beach, all in bikinis and bathing suits, uh,
Yeah.
nightclubs, dancing, drinking, twerking on top of cars. Yes, all of that. And
Basically, it's setting up the environment, setting up the mode of what kind of game this game's gonna be. It's setting up the pace and the environment. That's what GTA 5 did also for their reveal trailer. They also set up the environment, the aesthetic, and what's good. Like even GTA 4, way back when, set up the aesthetic. Like GTA 4 was more serious, so it wasn't that party. It was more like just showing off the environment and the location. GTA 5 was more hearty. It did show more environment, more things going on in LA, the beach, the freeway traffic, stuff like that, and it revealed Michael as the first character. And then GTA 4 trailer revealed Nico, and GTA 6 is revealing Lucia. Basically, it didn't really mention Jason even by name, so it's not even a trailer even mentioning Jason or anybody else. It's mentioning Lucia, and that's the only person we really found out about. And we saw Jason, but we didn't really know much about him. So it's basically just a reveal of your character and a reveal of the environment on which you're gonna play. That's what the trailers have always been for all the GTA trailers so far since 4. Let's continue.
and when they show all of that, I'll be honest with you, I don't think that's even representative of what that game's going to be. I think they're showing you this is the vibe of the game. It's a party atmosphere in Miami, and everyone's going to be acting like an asshole, right? I think that's what they're going for. They just want to show you the vibe.
Doesn't
With GTA
everybody act like an
5,
asshole in these
the
GTA
vibe was
games?
Hollywood. Everyone's a big shot. Everyone's a big wig. Everyone's an asshole. Everyone's into movies and TV, reality TV, music. Everyone's into that shit. In this case, everyone's in Miami to party, right? So it seems like that's the vibe I get from watching this video. Um,
That's the environment.
now,
That's the setting.
the new protagonist, I believe her name is Lucia, a Hispanic woman who is in jail, and it shows her in her jail, her criminal jumpsuit, and then it shows her sitting there with her parole officer, and her parole officer says, "Well, how did you end up here?" And she says, "Bad luck, I guess." Now, I read this as one of two things. First of all, this seems to me very similar to the relationship that Michael had with his psychiatrist in Grand Theft Auto 5. That perhaps over the course of GTA 6, you have to keep visiting your parole officer to check in on how you're doing, and likely if the
Wait a minute, that doesn't work that well. I mean, I get where he's going. He's thinking that like Michael went to his therapist, that Lucia's gonna have to go to a parole officer, and they're gonna have that similar relationship. It doesn't quite work that way because Michael chose to go through a therapist. because he was paying him to listen to his problems, and he thought that this guy was gonna fix his problem. Eventually, we we found out why the therapist was really interested in Michael, but that's besides the point. That's going into the story, which I'm not going into. Lucia has to see her parole officer. So, and I don't know how that dynamic works because the parole officer's not there to console you or treat you or anything like that. They're just making sure you're not doing stuff you're not supposed to be doing. And I'm pretty sure Lucia is gonna do stuff that she's not supposed to be doing. So the relationship, I don't know why he's combining the two. Why he thinks one is equal to the other when it's completely different. It's a completely different relationship, and I don't know why he's reading that. It makes sense that she would have to report, but I don't think that's going to be part of the game because that sounds boring. Your parole officer is not going to be your therapist. They're not going to discuss things about you that, I mean, Rockstar may make it interesting if that's where they're going, but I don't really see where that could go outside of, a parole officer is just not interesting to me. It's just another police officer. It's not. It's just another a law enforcement agent. So more I could see maybe if the person's corrupt, and maybe it's somebody that you have to do missions for so they could keep you out of jail. I could see that, but I don't see the relationship as like similar to Michael and his therapist. Doesn't make sense to me. So let's. I already don't like his idea. It's stupid. It doesn't make sense. I could see where they could go with it, but that's not where they're gonna go with it. Not the way he's saying it. It would make sense if the parole officer was corrupt and you had to do missions for them in order to stay out of jail. That makes more sense to me.
Lie through your teeth about your life, because if you actually told your parole officer, oh, I'm committing crimes and doing things in Miami, you go right back to jail, right? So
Okay.
that's kind of interesting to me. But
how hard? Let me stop him right there real quick. How hard is it if you need to mute your mic? How hard is that? Why can't he just like do that every time he needs to? He knows when it's coming. He knows when that disgusting noise he's gonna make it. He also when he belches and all this stuff, he does it. He just does it. He doesn't mute his mic. I don't understand why it's so hard for him just to push a little button so he does, so that he could make whatever disgusting noise he wants to make, and the audience doesn't have to bear with it. But okay, that's just a nitpick of mine.
Oh, just bad luck. I'm curious about that, and I'll be honest, that makes me a little nervous, and here's why. Historically, the protagonist of every single Grand Theft Auto is a criminal of some way.
Duh.
Right? Tommy Vercetti, he already works for the mob, right? CJ, he's already been into gangs and drugs before. Now he's trying to get out, but then he gets pulled back in, right? Then he gets forced to do crimes and stuff by Tenpenny. Nico Bellic, the entire reason Nico Bellic is in the United States is because of things that he did over in Europe that are unspeakable, and he needs to basically escape that life, and he's trying to start over, but it's because he did bad things. Michael, I mean, he's a reformed criminal. Not really. He's still a criminal. He's just kind of in hiding. Trevor's just a complete psychopath.
Sociopath.
Right? Sociopath, psychopath.
Sociopath.
And Franklin, let's be honest, is just too much of a yes man who just does whatever he's told. Even if it's crime, he'll just do it anyway if he thinks he's going to make that paper. Right? So
not quite,
every single protagonist up to this point, besides maybe Clyde, because Clyde has no voice or whatever in GTA 3.
Okay, I got there's a lot there, but geez, the last part. Clyde is not a criminal because he doesn't have a voice. Dude, the first scene we see him, Clyde, and it's not even Clyde, it's Claude. I don't know why I repeated Clyde. It's Claude. It's not. First of all, it's Claude. It's not Clyde. Second of all, the first scene we see Claude in, he's robbing a bank. How is that not a criminal act in your eyes? Just because he doesn't have a voice doesn't mean he's not committing crimes. So, first point there is mute because it's stupid because the guy has just because he doesn't have a voice doesn't mean he's not a criminal. That's dumb. And you comparing the other characters, yeah, every character in GTA is a criminal. The game is called Grand Theft Auto. The title is a name of a crime that's committed. Duh, that everybody that would be in the game would be a criminal because they're committing that crime, that specific crime. So I don't know why does that surprise you that the main antagonist Lucia would also be a criminal? Duh, if she's in the Grand Theft Auto game, she's a protagonist. She's gonna be a criminal. Duh.
They're all criminals, right? In this case, when she's asked, so how did you end up here, by her parole officer, and she says, oh, bad luck. I don't know if I like that because it means one of two things, right? It either means, okay, she's a super sly. She's going to pretend like she never did anything wrong, or in her mind she never did anything wrong, but in reality we know she's a criminal. She's done awful things. Or, and this is what I really hope they don't go for. I hope they're not like, oh, she was framed. She actually never committed a crime. And she went to jail for something she didn't do. But now, because she's been in jail, she's forced into a life of crime because it's the only way she can get by. I hope.
Both ideas are ridiculously stupid. First of all, him saying that she's hoping she's not a victim, that's just he's just reflecting on himself, because he sees himself on the victim as with everything that happens to him. Everything like said by the detractors, everything said by the media, everything said reported out there. He is a victim, so he sees that in him. So that's why he's bringing that up. It'd be a dumb idea to make Lucia a victim, somebody forcing the crime, because that GTA has never been about playing a victim. Everybody who's been a protagonist in GTA has been a criminal, and has openly been a criminal, and has freaking voluntarily been a criminal, because that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted to be. None of them are in there because they were forced to. So to all of a sudden just take a left turn and make the protagonist be forced into crime is dumb. The only reason why she said it's look, I guess, is because she's being a smartass, which all GTA protagonists are at one point or another. They're just smartasses, except for Claude, because he can't talk. But but every single protagonist has been a smartass, and that's a smartass response that you would give to your parole officer. Like, why are you here? Like, I guess I had bad luck. Duh, I got caught. It's bad luck. I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's what I got from it. I don't know why he's overanalyzing it and thinking up these stories about, oh, she's gonna be a victim, or she's gonna be forced into crime, or I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't know where you got that from. Judging the history of all GTA games, if you played any of them, because I don't know if you have, and you might know the characters, but I don't know if you know their backstories or anything. None of them have been involuntary criminals. None of them were forced into this life. They've all decided to go in there to commit crimes and to get ahead by committing crimes. So your idea about a victim, about Lucia being a victim, is just stupid.
Hope that's not the plot, because that would be like a big victim complex plot, and I'm not down for that. Like, GTA has always had a criminal protagonist, an anti-hero, and I like.
Yeah, they all are anti-heroes, and if the victims always have a victim complex, the game will be we won't be able to stand the game's story. We'll still play the game, but the story will be ridiculously stupid. It'll be like DSP simulator. You're basically playing a victim for everything you do. Oh no, I did everything right. I didn't do nothing wrong. That's basically what it would be like, and we don't want to play that type of game. Lucia should just be a straight up criminal.
Like it being an anti-hero. I think we're used to that, and that's what we want from GTA. We don't want, a victim who accidentally was in the wrong place, wrong time. I hope that's not the case, okay? Now,
What are the
they
brilliant
then go on to
ideas you
show
have?
Lucia in various different positions. For example, in one scene, she's busting into a store with her cohort. We don't even know his name yet, right? I don't think it's been officially announced. Supposed to be like her significant other, but also partner in crime. So they're busting in with their guns to hold up a place, right? And then basically, it shows them talking, and she's basically asking him to trust her. And he says, "Yes, I trust you." And they're romantic because
this is near the end, by the way, so he skipped the whole other part of the trailer.
But we already know how GTA goes, right? We've played every GTA game, right? All of us out there. We all have.
At least I have.
To be honest. So if you're not a sucker, okay, if you're totally not a sucker, you know what this game's going to be about. Do you know? Because I know. Here's
crime.
The plot. Lucia is going to be the protagonist, even though we've been alluded to and fooled into possibly thinking this is a Bonnie and Clyde situation. This game is not Bonnie and Clyde. It's just Lucia's story. She's the protagonist, okay? So just get used to it. If you got problems with a woman being the protagonist, you're going to have a hard time with GTA 6, because I'm telling you right now, that's the plot. You could tell.
That might be the plot, but I always thought that the Bonnie and Clyde story was overplayed, and I don't think that would make a good GTA story. So I guess I could say I'm in agreement with him that it would not be a good story, and I don't think that's where they're going either. To be honest with you, I don't think that's going to be a Bonnie and Clyde story. Because even if we do go Bonnie and Clyde, the ending of Bonnie and Clyde story is that they get killed. So I don't think both of them are going to end up dead. I could see maybe somebody betraying somebody, or them being part of something bigger where there's a third character that hasn't been introduced yet. Because, GTA 5 was 3 characters, was 3 protagonists. They might go back to that again. We might have a third character that we don't even know about yet, that hasn't been introduced, hasn't been leaked. It'd be kind of hard to believe, because a lot of this game's been leaked already, but you never know. There might be a third character they might add in there that might glue everything together and make them more of a crew than they were before. So we still don't know much of the story yet. I mean, like everything we've heard has just been rumors, speculation. I really don't want to like give any credence to any of that. Right now, what I have is a trailer, and the trailer shows Lucia, and she's with this guy who is unnamed. We're supposed to be his Jason, but we're not sure. It hasn't been confirmed. But you know, let's just assume right now that we don't know the name, and they're like we've seen her in jail. Eventually, she's gonna get busted out, and they're gonna commit crimes together. That's basically what we know from the trailer. That's the basic story right now. We don't know what's gonna happen in between. There's no way to decipher in the trailer what kind of story we're gonna get as of now. And I don't really, like I said, I don't really want to go into the rumors and the speculation part and the leaks and all that because that you can't really trust it. And even if you do trust it, it's just gonna ruin the story for you because you're gonna know stuff ahead of time. So as of now, we don't really know much of what's going on, except for what the trailer showed us. She's in jail. She's no longer in jail, and she's committing crimes with her partner, who we don't know 100% what the name is.
When you watch this teaser, that's what they're going for. She's the focal point of the teaser. Okay? Now,
I wouldn't say the focal point, but she is more part of it than anybody else.
Classic bait and switch, in my opinion. What do I mean by that? They make you think this is Bonnie and Clyde, where the whole game is going to be the two of them working together. I don't think that's it at all. I think one of two things is going to happen in this game. Number one, whoever that dude is, he's going to die. And it doesn't have to be relatively early in, maybe halfway through the game. He's going to die. And then she's going to be left alone to try to survive and figure out how to do things for herself. And that's going to be the drama of the game, right? Oh. He gets arrested or he gets killed, and now she has to do it all herself. She's the protagonist. Or
no, wait, hold on. Before you go to your killing the partner early is just gonna make it a revenge story, which is just even more cliche than Bonnie and Clyde. Why would you want that? That doesn't make sense. So you're gonna turn it, instead of going one cliche, Bonnie and Clyde couple like doing everything till they ride or die to the end, we're gonna make it into a revenge story. Oh, I lost my partner, which every freaking movie now these days is. I lost somebody that's important to me. Now I'm gonna get my revenge. No, that's even worse than your first thought about it being Bonnie and Clyde. No, I do not want a revenge story. It's these two either should be. This is what it should be. Either they should be together all the way as a crew and dealing with problems as they go along, or one of them betrays the other, and then like halfway, like not in the beginning, not maybe a little more halfway towards the game. It'd be cool if one of them betrayed the other. It doesn't matter which one it is. It doesn't matter at this point. One of them betrays the other, and then the end game is getting even with the other guy. That would be even cooler than somebody dying and it being a revenge story. No, that's what I would think. But let's see his second opinion, because the first one sucked.
The flip side, well, not really the flip side, but a different take on that, which may even be more interesting. All right. At one point in the game, what I think will happen is there's going to be a critical choice that needs to be made. And that guy, even though up until now we think, oh, they're together, they're romantic, they're in it forever, he betrays her in some way. Maybe he finds a way to escape so he can get away, and he leaves her behind as the bait to get arrested. Maybe
no, Catalina. No. All along. We're not doing Catalina again.
I feel like that's the plot. I do.
Yeah, he just described GTA 3. Like if they commit a crime and she leaves him behind. That's Catalina. That's GTA 3. Why would they repeat the same story? What they might. You never know, actually. With Rockstar, you never know. They like to copy paste some stuff. So they might actually do that. But still, no. I do not want to see the GTA story replayed in GTA 6. I don't want to see it reverse either, where Jason's the one that bails on her and she's the one that's arrested and she ends up trying to get revenge on him. No, let's just keep it. Let's do something different. Like maybe not even do like I said, I would rather just see them be together for a while within the game, and like a little more than midway through the game, one of them betrays the other, and then it becomes a story about trying to like get even with the other person. Like I could see that. Like there's always betrayals in GTA, so somewhere down the line, somebody's gonna mess up with somebody else. Somebody's gonna betray somebody in the game. It'd be cool if one protagonist betrayed the other, and that makes them the antagonist that you didn't expect until mid game or near end game even. Like, you can even make it near the end. Like we should be able to play with this guy. Like that sounded wrong. We should be able to play as this guy in some missions and do some of the missions with him, because that will make the betrayal even more impactful. Because we were actually playing playing as this guy for a while, and like we were splitting time between Lucia and X person, whatever his name's gonna end up being. Let's just say it's Jason for now. Let's just assume that the release is correct. Like if Lucia and Jason are together for a while, and for most of the game they're doing all these missions either together or separately. Something happens between the two of them. The one betrays the other, and now one of them becomes the antagonist. And now you can even make it a choice. You can make it a player choice. It doesn't have to be Lucia. It doesn't have to be Jason. The player can pick if it's Lucia or Jason who betrays. And then you play the last parts of the game where you get even with your partner. That would be an interesting premise because that's never been done before. Where you play as somebody and then you think they're the protagonist. Well, actually, that has happened before, but not in GTA. Like somebody is playing here, and then you're playing with them through most of the game. They're a crew, and then at the end something happens. They make you give a big score or something like that, and then one of them betrays the other because they're greedy, and that would make a good premise. It'd be a little. It would take a lot of hard work and good writing to make that work because yeah, you have to make the characters both likable, and then for the betrayal to have a lot of impact, both of them have to be really likable, and you can't really see it coming. But then you have to leave their little hints with both of them that there could be something where they could betray the other. It's an interesting premise. I would like to see that, but either way, we don't even know what the premise of the story is even going to be. We just know that there's these two characters. Maybe there'll even be a third character. Like I said, we might not even know of a third character. They might go the GTA 5 route and put three characters in there. So let's continue with his ideas.
I feel like that's the plot. I don't think this is going to be them in it for the whole game. We just had a game with three protagonists in GTA 5 where they all were working together to do stuff. I think that's the trick in this one. They want you to think it's going to be GTA 5 again, and it's not. That's the twist. Okay? I 100% believe that's the plot of the game, and I think that's why it's a trick. You think it's going to be Bonnie and Clyde, and it's her. The whole game's her story. I'm okay with that as long as she's well written, as long as she's complex and interesting, and she has these dilemmas of conscience and things all these characters have in GTA. I'm okay with that. But I think a lot of people are getting the wrong impression, and I think the reason Rockstar is doing it, let's be honest, is because people are fucking sexist idiots. And GTA is a very male-oriented game. Look at all the sexual content with half-naked women and stuff in it, right?
Oh, where did we take a left turn here? What? Why is he talking about this? Nobody's talking about. Actually, for the last couple of days, yeah, since the trailer came out, nobody's talked about Lucia and she's a female and oh, ew, female ugly. No, who's saying that? I haven't seen it. It may be out there, yeah, but it might be the idiots who are talking that I tune out because I don't listen to those people. But if people are talking about having a problem with Lucia as a protagonist, I really haven't heard it. So I don't know where he's coming up. Like I said, maybe in his circles, maybe because he's a little pig-headed. Maybe he listens to some people that are like this, and that's where he's getting his chatter. But from what I heard, everybody's excited about the game. Nobody's talking about Lucia's a woman. Nah, it makes the game horrible. No, nobody has that pig-headed mentality, as far as I know, from the circle of friends that I have and the media that I consume and the things that I watch. I don't hear that. So if anybody's hearing that, it is a dumb idea to have. I mean, there are protagonists in movies and TV that are female. It shouldn't even matter. The sex of the protagonist shouldn't matter. It should just matter that the character's well written, that they're interesting, and they're compelling. That should be what matters. Not if they're male, they're female, they're white, they're black, whatever. That should not matter. But people are gonna have their ideas.
There's no dudes walking around with their dongs flopping out, but there's women walking around with their boobs out. It
Okay, where in the trailer I didn't see boobs or dongs flapping around anywhere. I mean, they were scantily clad, but it was on both sides. I saw both a dude and a chick wearing thongs. So I don't know. I don't know I don't know where he's going with this now. Let me listen to the rest of it because I don't know where this is headed.
it's supposed to be for young dudes who are like into that shit. It always has been. So if they announced, oh, the game has a female protagonist right off the bat, half the people are like, oh, I can't take that. Oh, you're so woke to have a female protagonist.
Oh
I'm not
God,
playing it. I'm out of here. You know?
dude did not just pull the woke card. Where and who is saying that this game is woke? Where he's coming up with this opinion that people are going to be saying that just because Lucy is a female, this game's woke. I really hate the term woke because it's overused and it's overplayed now. Just because the protagonist is a female does not mean this game is woke. And there have been, like I said, there have been female protagonists in all sorts of media, games, books, movies, TV shows, that doesn't matter anymore. It's just because Lucia is the main protagonist of this game, well, alleged protagonist, we're not 100% sure. That doesn't mean this game's woke. It just means that there's gonna be a lady in the lead, and I'm just hoping that she's well written and funny and entertaining and compelling. It doesn't matter if it's a guy, a girl, an alien. It's just I just want the game to be entertaining. I just want the protagonist to be fun and that we can relate to them somehow. Not we can't always 100% relate with a criminal, but I would like to think that at least there's something in there. Just like with Trevor. Like Trevor's a sociopath and a nut job, but he did have some endearing qualities to him. Like he was loyal to his friends to a degree. He was loyal to Michael, even though he really wanted to kill him, but he still stayed loyal to him and didn't end up killing him and stuff like that. Um, you saw some qualities in Trevor that you could relate to, even though you yourself are not a sociopath going out there and killing people left and right, you know. But there was still something about Michael. There was still something about Trevor. There was still something about Franklin that you can relate to. And that's the same thing I would like with Lucia. Like if it's a good character, it's well written, and there's something about her that you can relate to. Not make her a victim, not make her like a victim or something like that. Just make her relatable and make her likable. That's all I want, and that'll make the story just right there. You'll make the story good.
And that's so stupid and closed minded. It really is. But that's how people are in modern society and with games in a lot of ways. They're still like that. So I definitely feel like that's the case. That Rockstar is purposefully leading us along to think the game will be one thing when in reality it will not because they don't want to have that kind of negative backlash. Okay.
It's one trailer. We haven't really gotten that far. We don't know much of the story yet. We don't know much of the characters yet. There hasn't been any character development. All we know is Lucia's a female who's a criminal who's been in jail. That's all we know. We don't even know the guy's name. Like it hasn't been confirmed. Rockstar hasn't confirmed it yet. So all we know is that the game is set in Vice City. That the graphics are gorgeous. That Miami or Vice City looks great. That I guess Florida is now called Lorendina or something like that. Something like that. I get the name right. Laurenditis, something like that. I'll look it up later. But yeah, that's all we know. So we don't know much about the story yet. We could speculate like you're doing now, but the speculations in 2 years are gonna sound way off because it doesn't even sound like stuff that Rockstar would be willing to do or have done. Let's continue.
Okay. That's my take. You could disagree, but
Oh
that's
yeah, I
my take.
disagree.
Now, the funny part about that is, all right, outside of everything I just mentioned, which I analyzed or guessed from the trailer, there's nothing else to say. Why not? Because it's all fluff. It's 90 seconds. And out of the 90 seconds they show, literally like 60 to 70 seconds is just a montage of clips. Here's a road with cars and guys are getting out of their cars. Here's the beach. Everyone's partying on the beach, right? Here's the nightclub and people are throwing money at a twerking stripper. Here's a party. They're all dancing. Here's a woman twerking.
By the way, he has an aversion to like sexual content. So he's you notice whenever he mentions twerking or strippers or anything like that, he does it in this unaccepting tone. And he wasn't like that before. Before he was a pig. He would he would encourage stuff like this. But now he got married and like 2 3 years ago his attitude completely changed. He is completely like the other side. He completely gets weirded out about boobs in games. Like when he played Street Fighter 6, he was all upset about Cammy's outfit. Me, I'm like, yeah, it's cool, it's hot, and it's history because that's the way she first appeared in Street Fighter. But this fool was all weirded out by her, and like whenever he plays any like for example the Like a Dragon games, you know how in those games you there's parts of it where you have to go to a cabaret and you have to talk to like ladies and be on a date with them and stuff like that. He gets weirded out by that stuff too, and I don't understand why. It's just a different culture. Japanese are not weirded out by nudity like America is, so that's why they don't mind. If you go on to a cabaret and talk to a date and have fun and stuff like that, don't be weirded out by it. It's just normal. That's their culture. It's fine. And, I don't understand why he's so weirded out by it. Right now, even with his talk about twerking, he's uncomfortable talking about it. I don't know. Maybe his woman's really jealous and slaps him around. Hey, my woman's jealous too. That's why I wouldn't talk about that kind of stuff in front of her. I would talk about her. But I don't know. This dude, I guess his woman watches his content and make sure he ain't looking at dirty women twerking on TV or stuff like that. I don't know. It's just weird to me that he's this apprehensive about twerking and strippers and stuff like that. Which is funny because it is a game that's gonna involve strip clubs and women scantily clad and stuff like that. That's what every GTM has been about since 4 even. There was even some of that there, not as much as 5 and now 6, but it's definitely there, and it's definitely gonna be there. So get used to it, buddy.
On top of a car. Oh, look, an alligator's in a pool. Oh, look, an alligator's running into a convenience store. Oh, look, here's a SWAT team busting down a house. You can't discern anything from that because
You're not supposed to discern anything from that. It's setting up the environment of the game. It's setting up the pacing and the tone of what environment you're going to be playing in. That's what a teaser trailer is supposed to do. You can't discern anything. You're only looking at what they're going to show you. So what are they showing you? They're showing you Vice City, how it's going to look, the graphical improvements from 5 to 6, which is like very well done because Miami Vice City looks very nice. Like hopefully that's what is actual in game. I have some doubts about how the online is gonna play because there's a lot of crowd density that I don't think will be able to be physically possible in the online even in single player. I could see them having a little hiccup here and there because that like those beaches were very crowded. Like there was tons of people on the beach, and that's how usually on a summer in Miami. That's what you expect. Same thing here in LA. You'll get a lot of people crowding up the beaches in LA beaches when it's summertime. And GTA 5, the online, it doesn't really show it accurately because yeah, you do have crowds of people, but it's not nowhere near as many as you saw in the GTA 6 trailer. So there's my one doubt there. I don't think it's gonna be the crowd density at least, but the detail, yeah, I hope the detail is good because Miami Vice City looks gorgeous, and they did a good job recreating Miami and Vice City for this game. And that's what they're trying to show you. They're trying to show you that the graphics are well improved, that the environment's going to be very party hardy because that's what Miami's like. The Miami's like they party all the time over there. So that's what they're trying to discern. I don't know what more you're trying to discern from a teaser trailer. It's not going to show you plot. It's not going to show you all the characters are going to be the protagonists or you're going to play as. It's not even going to show you the antagonist, anything like that. It's just supposed to show you the environment and set the tone. That's it. So stop trying to read more where there's no more to read and just enjoy the trailer for what it is, a teaser.
because that's probably not representative of what the game's going to be. What they're doing is they're building atmosphere, but they're not showing you the game. You have absolutely no idea what the gameplay elements will be in GTA 6 because they didn't show any, right?
Again, it's a teaser. They're not gonna show you that. They still got 2 years to freaking advertise this game to you. They're not gonna blow their load in one freaking trailer.
So I think that's on purpose, right?
Yes.
Well, I'll be honest. If you watch the trailer for GTA 5, the initial teaser, it's a little bit more revealing. You get told there's 3 protagonists, and it looks like they'll be working together to do heists. Like, you get that idea from the initial teaser, and then it hooks you. Ooh, that's a new gameplay element for GTA 5 where you're going to have 3 protagonists, and they're going to do heists together. Now, at that time, you didn't know you could switch between them. That was revealed later down the line. I remember
Wait a minute. This guy's talking out of his ass. The teaser trailer for GTA 5 did not reveal the 3 characters. I don't even remember Trevor or Michael showing up to like the last, even mentioning them until maybe before the release of the game. I can't remember exactly, but for sure it wasn't the teaser trailer. They might have had their own trailers. I don't remember. Let me see something real quick because I have it here actually. Here's the trailers for GTA 5. Here's the first trailer. As you can see, this was 12 years ago. As you can see, it's a teaser because that's 104 million views. That's the main one that everybody saw first when the first trailer came out. And as you can see, here's 6, and that it has well eclipsed. It's not 130. Wow, that's a lot of views. Let's see this trailer real quick. Hopefully, I don't get copyright claimed or anything. But this is a teaser trailer for GTA 5.
I guess it was the weather.
And we all remember that quote.
I don't know, that thing, that magic. You see it in the movies. I wanted to retire from what I was doing, from that line of work. Be a good guy for once, a family man. So, I bought a big house, came here, put my feet up, and thought I'd be a dad like all the other dads. My kids would be like the kids on TV. We'd play ball and sit in the sun, but, well, you know how it is.
Hard to believe that was 12 years ago. All right, so that was the GTA 5 teaser trailer from 12 years ago. Where was Michael? I mean, yeah, you saw Michael. Duh, Michael was there. Actually, Michael had a lot more dialogue than I remember. Where was Trevor in that trailer? Where was Franklin in that trailer? Where did they mention that there would be 3 protagonists in the game and that you were going to play as all 3 of them? Well, actually, he said that you weren't going to switch around. But where did it say? Where in that trailer is Trevor and Franklin? They're not in there. You know why? Because they weren't part of the teaser trailer. The teaser trailer didn't reveal anything for GTA 5 either, except for the environment and the tone and how the game was gonna play. And it only showed Michael doing one heist, and you didn't know those were gonna be those. You didn't know those were gonna be Trevor or Franklin. They weren't even in there actually. Remember, Franklin is separate. He's out on the bike. He's the one that's doing he's putting the gas in there for the approach. I don't know. Actually, I'm not sure what. I think this was the violent approach. But either way, I don't remember seeing Franklin there. If he's there, they didn't name him at all, so you wouldn't even know his name is Franklin. So where is it where he's saying that that you had more information in that teaser trailer than in the GTA 6 teaser trailer? He's just talking out his ass. He's probably remembering the trailer later on where all 3 were revealed. But that's you can't compare that one to the other one because that doesn't make any sense. That's a teaser trailer. This GTA 6 teaser trailer, you could compare it to GTA 5 teaser trailer, but if you're doing that, then you're talking out your ass. Because nowhere in there is Trevor or Franklin in that trailer. So I think his memory's a little screwed up, probably from all the gin, because he's a raging alcoholic. Probably from all the gin he's drinking. His mind's a little messed up, and he doesn't remember which trailer is the teaser trailer and which one is the more revealing trailer. But let's continue. Let's see what other nuggets of intelligence this guy has.
Specifically when they revealed that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of unique and interesting. That could be pretty good. So we know nothing about the gameplay right now, right? We really don't.
Because it's a teaser.
But outside of that, is it a good teaser? I would say, does it tease you? Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it does what it's supposed to do.
Substance, you know, you're left to analyze the very few scenes and frames you get with Lucia that actually pertain to the real game. Everything else is just fluff because this game.
Trust me, people have been analyzing the shit out of this trailer. They have gone through every single little frame of this trailer just to catch whatever details they can get. So, trust me, there are people out there who are getting every detail they can from this trailer. They'll be spending probably days, if not weeks, still analyzing and finding new stuff on there. Because some people are just really obsessed with the game, so it's expected. But that's all right. I mean, you think it's fluff, but trust me, people are going to see lots of stuff in that trailer because they're going to go frame by frame and examine and analyze every little detail.
Game has been in development for 10 years and people are foaming at the mouth for information about it. And I see people online that, oh my God, it's the best teaser ever. I'm like, what the fuck are you watching, you fucking idiot? I mean, people are such fucking dumb idiots these days. Wow, that was so good. It didn't even show anything. You don't know what the game is. You don't know anything about you. You have to guess at the plot. Right? Like, what the fuck did you learn from the trailer that you think it's the best thing ever? You're a moron, right?
You're a moron. It's a teaser trailer. Dude, really, buy a dictionary. Look up teaser. It's only supposed to tell you, it's only supposed to show you, like, a little bit of the game. It's not going to give you information. It's not going to give you plot details. It's not going to give you character development. That's not what a teaser does. A teaser is just supposed to entice you to be excited about the game. And in that retrospect, the freaking trailer did its job. It freaking made everybody hyped for the game. A lot of people are super hyped. Even me, who I've been like a little like snarly about this game. I've been like, oh, I don't know if it's gonna be that good ever since the leaks. Now seeing it, the level of detail that they're going in with the trailer, at least it looks like they're trying to do their job well. It's not gonna be a repetition of the defective edition where everything in there was crap. And they didn't show anything till like the last week before release. No, they're showing this with at least 2 years ahead of time, starting to show us the graphical detail of the game, the detail that they're going into, and it got me hyped. I'm reserving I'm not gonna go well and be like, and go party in the streets or anything like that. But I am more interested in the game than I was before, and that was the point of the trailer. Not to give you details, not to tell you about Lucia and her backstory, or Jason and his backstory, or what the plot's gonna involve, or what the game's gonna be about. No, that's not what a teaser does. You moron, you fucking idiot. All right, and how dare you call people idiots when you're the one that's being a moron? Cut it out. Be smart.
You think that's the best thing ever?
It's
People
the
are
best.
so dumb.
It's the best
Now,
trailer so far. Yes, I could say
another
that
thing is that some people are
because
upset
it does its
that
job.
it's coming out in 2025. I literally said on this show yesterday it's coming out, or was it this show yesterday? Was it in chat? I said yesterday it's coming out 2025. That's exactly what I said because I knew it wasn't going to come out next year. That was too early. They want to have time to hype it, and they're going to be doing slow reveals over the year to show you gameplay elements and buzz for it and everything. I knew that.
Because that's when they do all that stuff. They'll do it within the year before release to get you even more hyped up. They'll start giving you little details, little nuggets of information. Rockstar's been doing this since freaking GTA 4. All right, they've been doing this where they give you little trailers. GTA 5, RDR2, now GTA 6. This is how they do their marketing. So why is it surprising to you? Why do you think you were gonna get all this information on the first trailer, and then you're calling people morons for getting hyped? Don't blame them for getting hyped. They've been waiting for this game for 10 years. All right. Even like I said, even me, who I've been a little like iffy with Rockstar and their games and stuff, I'm hyped for the game, and I wouldn't be surprised for people being upset. I mean, being excited for the game. They should be because they've been waiting a long time for this. This is like an epic like event that's gonna happen where this game's gonna release, and we're hoping with hope that everything is good. Hopefully, we'll see. So I'm just gonna end it there, guys. This guy, I can only stomach so much dumb from this guy. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. You guys have a good one. I'll see you on the next one.